Hey everyone, my name is Courtney Budzyn and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a delicious baked ziti. This is a crowd pleaser. Everyone in your family will love it. And the best part is you can throw this all together before you go to work, put it in the pan, put it in the refrigerator, and then when you get home, all you gotta do is pop it in the oven and dinner is served and you don't even have to do anything else other than that. So let's go over the ingredients. Okay, so for your first ingredient, you're going to need some meat sauce, some red meat sauce. I had just pre-made this. You can use any meat sauce you want. You can buy pre-made or you can make your own. And if you want to see how I make my meat sauce, just let me know in the comments below and I will share that recipe with you. You're also going to need some ricotta cheese, some Parmigiano, provolone cheese, mozzarella, and I just have here some Italian sausage that I took out of the casing and just threw in a skillet. And so this is already pre-cooked, and then some fresh basil, and of course you're gonna need some pasta. And I just have here some rigatoni pasta. You want a pasta that has a big enough opening so that all the meat and cheese and all that stuff can get inside, and you also want it to have the little lines on it so it grips all the pasta sauce and the cheese, and it just makes for a better baked ziti. Okay, so for the first step, all I'm gonna do is take a little bit of the sauce that I pre-made and put it in the bottom of my pan. Just enough to kind of coat the bottom. So just enough so that you know that your pasta is not going to burn to the bottom of the pan. Okay, so that's about good, I'd say. I'm gonna put this to the side. Okay, and now we're gonna work on the pasta part. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in my meat sauce right into this bowl. I'm gonna mix everything all together. I'm gonna I don't know if I want to use all of it because you don't want it to be super wet. Otherwise, it won't be baked ziti because baked ziti is not supposed to be extremely wet. Okay, I'm going to use more. I might end up using all of it. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but my pasta is already cooked. So the cool thing about baked ziti is pretty much you just have a bunch of little steps that you just have to pre-make and then you just throw it all together, which makes it, in my opinion, pretty easy to make. Okay, now right into that, we're going to add the ricotta cheese. I mean, you can use any kind of cheeses you want, but the one cheese I think you do need to use in this is definitely ricotta. Now I'm going to add about half of my Parmigiano because I want some to leave at the top. My oven's preheated, if you heard that. My provolone cheese. Adding that straight to the bowl. My mozzarella, doing the same, only about half. My Italian sausage, and you can see this makes quite a bit. Whoop, ba-ding! And then my basil, and then with a little bit of patience and elbow grease, just mix this all together. You want to make sure you give it a nice thorough mix, because once it's in the pan, that's how it's going to stay. Okay, now straight into my pan, I'm going to put everything that we just mixed together. Smooth that out. All right, and right on top of that, I'm going to do the rest of the mozzarella cheese. Sprinkle that over the top. Now, one thing I will say is you do not want to use like the fresh mozzarella that comes in like the package where it's really moist. I mean, you want to use a good quality mozzarella, but you don't want to use anything that has a lot of liquid in it because it's going to just water this whole thing down and you don't want that. And then we're going to add the Parmigiano to the top. I try to be authentic Italian by saying that, but I'm far from it. Look at that. And the Parmesan is going to get all nice and crusty and brown and delicious, and all the cheese is going to melt. I mean, what's better than pasta, cheese, and sauce? Come on, you got to make it. All right, so now I'm going to put this in the oven. I have it preheated at 350 degrees. So about 30 to 40 minutes until the top is nice and golden brown. And so I'm going to throw it in the oven now. Probably should wash my hands first. Okay, it was in the oven for about 40 minutes. And at the last 3 or so minutes, I turned on the broiler just to get that really brown, crispy top. And you can see that the Parmesan just like crusted up these top noodles. Oh, I am so ready to dig into this. It's probably too hot, but oh yeah. Oh, come on. Look at that. I mean, if you saw that cheese that just went boop, you know it's going to be good. Holy smokes. The sausage added to this just makes such a big difference. I also used smoked mozzarella, and the smokiness just really makes such a big difference. The sauce is perfectly seasoned. If you notice, I didn't add any salt or pepper to the entire mixture because Parmigiano tends to be really salty, so make sure that you don't add too much salt. So that's why I didn't add any spices to that. So I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and if you like this recipe, I'm sure you'll like all my other recipes, so you'll definitely have to check those out on my YouTube page. Please subscribe to my channel because I have many more good ones to come. Like this video and share it with your family and your friends, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye!